What is the first thing that comes to your mind when you hear killer doll? Probably Annabelle or Robert the Doll. Well, I think of Chucky from the Child's Play movies. And with Chucky Season 2 coming out this October, I decided to rank the many different pieces of the Chucky media. So, well, let's get into it. Roll intro. I used to be scared to death by Chucky, but not anymore. I caused the pain, or the scares. I'm reading from a script, leave me alone. In fact, did you know that Chucky's name of Charles Lee Ray comes from 3 famous killers? Charles Manson, killer of Sharon Tate, Lee from Lee Harvey Oswald, killer of JFK, and Ray from James Earl Ray, killer of Martin Luther King Jr. So the Chucky media I'll be covering today is Child's Play 1988, Child's Play 2, Child's Play 3, Bride of Chucky, Seed of Chucky, Chucky's Vacation Slides, All of the Chucky Invades, Curse of Chucky, Child's Play 2019, Cult of Chucky, Ready Player One Cameo, Chucky Season 1, SNL's Weekend Update, Chucky Season 1 trailer, and Chucky Season 2 trailer. So, in total, 15 things to list. Keep in mind these are all my opinions. Sorry, I got lost. So please don't hurt me. And there will be spoilers for all of these. Also, I may put things that most of the things I may have missed will come from my best friend who doesn't know we're friends, but we totally are friends. CZ's World. Chucky playlist from him in the description down below. Also, when I talk about the doll kid, I will say something like, Glenn is a cool person. I enjoy the way to respect whatever he wants to be. Kind of like Mangle's gender. Well, let's just start off. Number 15, Burger King Footlet. I'm just kidding. Number 15, Child's Play 2019. Let's just skip this one. Number 14, SNL Skit. I can barely talk about what's going on in this sketch. It's about Chucky and Colin Jost talking about some kind of impeachment of Bill Clinton. I freaking hate politics. It's so confusing for a little David such as myself. He did say, isn't everyone sick of this?
I mean, aren't we all just a little sick of this by now? Geez, let the poor man do his job.
I'm watching this skit as I write this. He also said,
From where I sit, the best way to solve this whole thing is to stab Kenneth Starr in the forehead with scissors.
I just do not like this. There's no Brad Dourif as the voice of Chucky, but we'll get into actors not playing the original in a little bit. Number 13, Ready Player One Cameo. I don't really know what this movie is about, but I do know that Chucky appears a little bit, and it's sort of funny, not too scary either. But that doesn't mean I don't enjoy Chucky in different movies. Holy shit, is that a DeLorean? Oh my gosh. Why should I watch this movie and why have I been waiting? Number 12, Chucky Invades. This was released in between production of Seed of Chucky and Curse of Chucky. It is Chucky going in and being the killer in different horror movie trailers such as Psycho, possibly a reference to the in-universe movie Chucky Goes Psycho from Seed. There is also Drag Me to Heck, The Purge, and Mama. My favorite was Psycho because of the step stool, so he could recreate the shower scene. Number 11, Child's Play 3. This is the third Child's Play movie, obviously. This one has Chucky being brought back to life after his blood is dripped into some melted plastic. I heard somewhere that Don Mancini wanted multiple dolls to be created since all the blood would not go into one doll. But they didn't have the budget. Yet. This was released 9 months after Child's Play 2, but since they wanted Andy to be 16, they couldn't get an 8-year-old at the time, Alex Vincent, to grow up. So instead, they replaced him for Justin Whalen. Apparently, this is Brad Dourif's least favorite Chucky movie. This is also my least favorite movie from the 1988 Chucky series. Number 10, Season 1 trailer. I had to rewatch this trailer to refresh my memory, but I do know that Devin says in Season 1, Episode 2 of Chucky, Hackensack is a haven for the bizarre, f***ed up, and criminally insane. The trailer has effed up because this show won't swear in the trailer.
Hackensack is a haven for the bizarre, the effed up, and the straight up criminally insane.
I remember how hyped up I was for this show. It was awesome. I don't have anything to say about the trailer that I can't say about season 1. That's about it. Next, number 9, Curse of Chucky. This is what brought Chucky back to its roots. I personally find it funny to speculate how they got Fiona Dorff on board. They must have been like, Brad, we think you should call up your daughter and ask if she wants to be the new Andy Barclay character in this new movie. Sure, why not? But in all seriousness, this movie was the first direct-to-DVD movie in the Chucky series after the acid trip on steroids that was Seed of Chucky. This is also a pretty cool movie, with the earliest time we've seen Charles Lee Ray up to that point. Also, our main character is paralyzed, which is pretty cool. They also introduced a Marvel end credits scene for the first time, and I wonder how Chucky went from a normal messed up doll, like this, to its head. Well, this is why. You know what? F*** it. We're going to talk about it. Number 15, Child's Play 2019. Why? Let's ask my personal assistant. Alexa, what do you think about the new Child's Play?
Who the hell decided Chucky should be an artificial AI gone wrong? A mother crazy person. Where the is Charles Lee Ray? Damn it, that movie sucks.
See? Even the assistant is upset about this gosh forsaken movie. There are so many things wrong with this movie. For starters, Andy is deaf. Who the heck would do that? What about this? Why is Karen basically a teenager? I did some Google search, and according to childsplayfandom.com, it says that she became pregnant with Andy when she was 16. Andy is currently 13 in that movie. That makes Karen 29 years old. Speaking of Andy's age, 13. 13! He was 6 in the original. They have a cat named Mickey Rooney named after the actor. This movie is terrible. Andy has friends. That child is fucking destined to be alone. Also, Buddy is the name of the doll. Why though? Also, look at this Reddit post because it's funny. You know how terrible of an idea this was? It's so bad that Jennifer Tilly, the voice of Tiffany goes and says, new Chucky movie? No. Tiffany and I are gonna sit this one out. Hashtag not my Chucky. Whoa. Let's just move on now. Number 8, Child's Play 1988. Ah, yes, the original. Hey, Chucky, what do you have to say about classic stuff?
A true classic never goes out of style. I'll be back. I always come back.
This took me like 3 tries to get Chucky to say what I wanted it to say. This is what starts it all. The infamous Dembala chant comes into play for the first time, and we meet everyone's favorite child actor, Alex Vincent. We also see Karen Barkley, Eddie Caputo, and Mike Norris, some very famous people for this franchise. We see Chucky's first kill as a doll. There's this cool deleted part of the script saying Andy's dad died in a car crash, and Chucky was sent down to play with Andy, according to Chucky. His father's name was Bob, and his picture is in the bedroom, in Andy's bedroom. But the picture is just Tom Holland. Really? No, not that Tom Holland. Thought the same thing, but he wasn't even born yet. Chucky is also able to save the movie's money by only whispering instead of talking, like this. Okay. Let's move on to number 7, Child's Play 2. Ah, Child's Play 2. People's favorite Child's Play movie, and I can see why. It's amazing for its time, and this lightning effect, wow. It has Chucky being brought back from the dead, and it ends with Chucky dying in a factory after Kyle and Andy mutilate his entire body, and this is Kyle's first appearance. Kyle is played by Christine Ellis from movies such as Vanishing Point, Beverly Hills 90210. Andy and Kyle are orphans. Andy is an orphan because Karen sees Chucky and tells the world, and she gets sent to the loony bin. This movie is so good that, according to CZ's World, I cannot pronounce that name, Chucky Season 1 is based off of this movie. First death, electrocution in Chucky Season 1, as well as Child's Play 2. We also learned that PlayPal toys are f***ing insane. Also, how do I get a doll that could partially be evidence to a trial? I mean, how many dolls do you know that bleed when you get shot?
You seen dolls that pee? This one bleeds.
I guess that's what I meant. I mean, whatever. Number 6, Bride of Chucky. This movie is the sole purpose that my family thinks I'm a psychopath. Put Living Dead Girl by Rob Zombie on my driving list and nobody thinks I'm sane. Whatever. This movie brings Chucky into the comedy/horror phase. They add Chucky's girlfriend Tiffany into the franchise for the first time. Some of this stuff is funny, but that's not what Chucky is about. Ha! I told you I would say the same thing for Bride. That may not make sense later. That may or may not make sense later. I haven't... Uh-oh. I haven't ranked them yet, so maybe this will make total sense or no sense. Basically, they mentioned Martha Stewart, so every time I hear her name is mentioned, such as in Pixels, I will always say, who the f*** is Martha Stewart? From this scene.
What the hell? I need the exercise.
Were you born with that knife super glued onto your hand or what?
What are you talking about?
For God's sake, Chucky, drag yourself into the 90s. Stabbings went out with Bundy and Dahmer. You look like Martha Stewart with that thing.
Who the f is Martha Stewart?
My idol. And what does Martha tell you to do when guests drop by for dinner and you haven't had time to shop? You improvise.
It is Martha Stewart that causes the Pinhead reference. This is really excellent film, for the start of Chucky's puberty, basically. Of course, there is one more scary thing in this film. There's a character named David. He's in... Okay, whatever. I'm gonna put these guys down. There's this character named David. He's in college by a sports scholarship for figure skating. The only missing thing that my school doesn't have is figure skating as a sporting event. Even helps his friend and girlfriend out. He's also gay, which I'm not against, but I'm also not gay. The only scary thing is that when David does die, he gets hit by a truck on...
Nobody move!
On the side of the truck, you know, it's nothing, just a word. Armstrong. What? It said Armstrong. Wait. You see that? It says Armstrong on that truck. That's my name. Super scary. I'm just gonna hide for the rest of the day. Number 5. Seed of Chucky. This is the end of the Chucky's in theaters era. The only way to explain this movie is that this movie is an acid trip on steroids. It's weird how most people thought that Don Mancini ruined the entire series with Bride and Seed. He's been in these movies as director since the beginning. Well, this is why the movie is so crazy. Well, let's just say, I got a song. Here's a song. Ready? Tiffany wants to be an actress known as Tilly, turkey baster, full of semen, from an evil killer demon. Yeah! I know, I'm very good at that. I'm very good. I haven't really practiced that, but it was just something I made up. Okay, so Tiffany possesses her own voice actress, Jennifer Tilly. Is there a chain, right? Nope. Let's fix our chain for a sec. Okay. So Tiffany possesses her own voice actress, as well as their kid Glenn/Glenda, who won't be a killer, but he's... Yeah, thanks. She doesn't really want to be a killer. I kind of think the way this he works is like this. Glenn and Glenda are like two different souls stuck into one body. Glenn is a good boy who won't kill, but Glenda is a killer. Glenda is the second born. And I think at the end of Bride, Glenda is the one that killed Lieutenant Preston. Anyway, they kill Britney Spears and counteract the original statement from Bride.
All right, let's go.
Oh, sure. I'll steer and you can work the pedals. We're dolls, you dope!
I can't see anything. Maybe we should slow down?
No, you're doing great.
I think this is kind of funny, but that's not what Chucky is about. I bet I'll tell you exactly what I said for the Bride section, but I haven't written it yet. This is my favorite comedy Chucky movie. Number 4, Chucky Season 1. I have a fond memory of this show. The first time I was able to see it was at my dad's house during his birthday in early May. But it was so crazy cool. Chucky's past, the future plans, and the next stir generation. It follows Jake Wheeler buying a doll because he's into vintage.
No, I'm into retro.
Sorry, retro. Yeah. Jake is basically a target for bullies, mostly Junior, because he's gay. But he gets what he deserves.
Lexi. Tell everyone. I'm sorry.
It's kind of weird how Chucky is kind of like an anti-bullying program. If you consider a murderous doll, telling a kid to murder bullies is a good coping strategy for bullies. We do get to see what happens after Chucky locks Andy in a cell, and as well as seeing Kyle after again. Number 3, Chucky's Vacation Slides. This was released in between Seed of Chucky and Curse of Chucky. It features the doll family, Chucky, Tiffany, and Glenn, as dolls. They're also voiced by their original actors, Brad Dourif as Chucky, Jennifer Tilly as Tiffany, and Billy Boyd as Glenda. I was looking up how to spell Boyd's name, and I just wanted to see what else he was in. The Loud House movie? Anyway, they went to see Donnie, went to Malibu, New York, the world's largest twine ball, San Francisco, Seattle, Colorado, and more places that I don't know where. Tiffany goes after Glenn, who ran off after seeing so many corpses in their film, because Chucky kept killing them all. Well, the short film ends with Chucky ordering a pizza and asking the pizza guy to meet him in the garage with all of his power tools. And then we hear like a drilling noise. And then he, for some reason, asks, "Honey, have you seen the twine?" Number 2, Cult of Chucky. Cult of Chucky is one of the funnier / scary movies in the franchise. They put Child's Play 3 Dream into an official movie. They bring back Andy for the whole movie. Chucky finds
This groovy new spell on voodooforDummies.com that changed everything.
that allows him to split his soul. They also split Tiffany's soul into her doll. The killer doll splits his soul into 5 things. A headless version, the one we've been following since Child's Play 3, buzz cut from Andy, burn fingers from Tiffany, and the most normal, probably from Tiffany, Nika from Sarah, and Malcolm. I know that CZ didn't mention Malcolm in the 174 Things You Missed in Chucky, but that's probably because he's dead. This leaves everyone on the biggest cliffhanger until the TV show. Nika is possessed, Andy is stuck in a cell, and Kyle does something to body as Chucky. Tiffany is a doll and human? Glad the TV show answers some of these questions. I have artificial hair in my mouth right now. Number 1. Trailer number 2. Holy sh**. Pun intended. This trailer looks amazing. There's so much planned for this new season. I mean, look at this stuff. There's nuns everywhere. Nico's ready to destroy Tiffany. Lexi's doing pot again. This takes place 1 year after the first season. And let's not forget this big thing. Glenn and Glenda are back. Their fate was unknown to us until now. All we saw was Chucky's arm in a box and the screen cut to black. I honestly think this season will make old fans cry. I think that Andy Barkley will die in this season. He said in the trailer, "This is for Kyle." Like how heroes do when they do something stupid. I also think of this because on Alex Vincent's official Instagram account, he asks people to ask him questions. Someone asked if they will ever see Andy's mom again. Vincent replies, "The actor who played her has retired, but don't be surprised if Andy is on screen every time," or something like that. I think that he will die. I have mentioned this earlier in the list, but that I didn't like Child's Play 3. But there will be a few things there will be a wait, what? There will be a wait. But if there is a season 3, if they aren't back, okay, this is honestly dumb, my script. Well, I said earlier that I didn't like Child's Play 3, but Chucky has gone back to his roots. Back in Child's Play 3, Chucky kills somebody by giving them a heart attack. And Chucky's like, "Come on, heart attack? You gotta be kidding." So, but now in this new trailer, he gives this nun a heart attack, and he's like, Just looking at me is enough to give you a heart attack? Oh my gosh, thank you.
Thank you.
But if there will be a season 3, if they aren't back in season 2, I think I know of a few people that should come back, including Perry Reeves as Christian De Silva, Andy's love interest from Child's Play 3, or Jeremy Silvers as Ronald Tyler. It's weird though, because I can't find anything on Silvers. The actor isn't dead, or if Chucky went after the actual people, I will never know. Oh, you know who would be cool to see? Chris Sarandon as Mike Norris. We should also see Katherine Higgle as Jade and Nick Stable as Jesse. So many loose ends that must be tied. This video took a while to make. First off, I wrote a 5-page script. I am also probably going to do one segment at a time. Big effing lie. I am basically doing this in like 3 videos. Like, joke's on me, it was 4 videos. All of this is 3 videos, not like how I wanted to do it, like 1 paragraph, boop, boop, boop. 1 paragraph, boop, boop, boop. You know. Read 1 section, edit said section, and live the rest of the day. Until tomorrow. I also decided to binge Squid Game again in the span of 12-ish hours. So then I have to try and do the rest of the stuff. This is probably going to be the most fun I've ever had making a video in a while. Well, that's the end for now. Also, just a little something. Hey, history teacher from last year. You know who you are. Guess what? This last one for trailer number 2 for Chucky season 2. Guess how many sentences are in this paragraph? Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Oh no! That's not a good paragraph! Oh no! What, was it blown up by Putin? Oh no, I'm so sorry. But I'm not gonna retype my script in a day. You know, like I had to do during the Donner Party? Yeah, I'm still mad. I know life's too short to hold a grudge, but it was a perfect essay. No. Paragraphs are 3 to 5 sentences. 15 in this one big one, where I say Glenn, Glenda are back. 15 sentences. Wait, you're telling me that a paragraph can be good with more than 3 to 5 sentences? Somebody get the government on the phone. What? Yeah, I am still ticked. This is annoying. I'm not gonna give the name though, because you know who you are. And if you're watching and you are in my class, you know who he is. Anyway, that's the end for now. Let's just roll outro.